Does it work now? Yes. All right. Technical issues. So you guys saw the video of the impromptu counter conditioning session that we had with the lawn crew that showed up unexpectedly. And I introduced this brand new toy. It's a stuffingless stuffy. I don't know how that works, but she likes it. We played tug with it, and now I've attached it to that orange stick. It's just like the kitty toy that you would play with at home. She is thinking about going to the bathroom. She's smelling all the new grass. Good girl. I was concerned that she might actually be scared of this, but I'm going to show you guys a little game that you could play with her, and even your little guy will totally love it. Little dude would probably go nuts over this, but I wanted to see if I couldn't get her to play tug with this a little bit more. We're interested and engaged with it, and then we're going to work on our drop it a little bit. But this is a really good, they call it a flirt pole, and this is a really, really cool exercise to just have on hand as long as your dog is interested in it. She may be more interested in checking out the yard that's just been mowed over. Actually, it looks like they totally decimated your tennis ball, too. That sucks. They never tell us when they're coming. Well, there is some orange fuzz. But I don't see your... There's one tennis ball, so that's good. Anyway, she's checking out the yard. New smells, because new people came out here. I wanted to get her out, kind of have a party afterwards, after all that. So you kind of build her confidence back up about, hey, oh my God, these strangers were in my yard, and now we're coming back out, and it's got to be safe all over again. So I was hoping we'd come out and she would engage with this and we would play some. I may have to wait because it may as well be, remember one of my previous videos I talked to you guys about how it rained, and even though we'd been to the park before, it may as well have been a new location all over again because we got closer. Even though it was a familiar layout, it's all new smells because it rained and there was other traffic that's been there since then. Oh, you like that squeaky? Yes! So it's got a squeaky there, and it's got a squeaky here. But I want to see if she'll chase this and kind of forget that all of that junk was going on in here earlier. And we're going to let her play tug, and I don't have to do anything. This is a great low energy for us exercise while still getting our dogs to play, in theory. And that's if she's comfortable enough to chase it. And she doesn't get scared of the stick going over her head or anything like that. I tried it over there and she seemed all right with it. Hey, I can't get it to squeak, but you can. So you can see she's still distracted by smelling the yard. It's okay. I got time, girlfriend. I got time. Get it. You can hear dogs barking. Good girl, yes. Good girl. Get it. Get it. It's just like the cats, guys. Good girl. You don't want to do anything too crazy. She's still puppy. Her growth plates are still growing in and closing up, so we don't want to hurt her by doing any crazy acrobats. But little jumps like that is okay. Like I said, I want her to grab it. I want her to play tug, and then that'll give us an opportunity to work on our drop it in a higher excited state, or higher arousal. Some people will call it. Good girl, get it. Go get it. Yes, good girl. But I don't have to go anywhere. Much lower energy for us humans. So on those rainy days, good girl, go get it. Now we're getting into it. It means she's not going to grab your fingers on accident. Good girl. I got this at Tractor Supply, by the way, guys. It's a lunge whip. I don't use it to beat the dogs. It's not necessary. We use it to play. Good girl. Very good. Get down. Good job. Good girl. You want to make sure that you're not doing too many circles round and round and round and round. It looks fun. The dogs have fun. But you don't want to do any unnecessary wear and tear or any crazy sprains. Good girl. Good job. Drop. Yes. Good girl. That was really good. There you go. Get it. Get it, girly. Good girl. And just like with the cats, you kind of want to let them win. Let them grab it. Build up that confidence. Show them that they can get it. That's a stick. Are we more interested in the stick, or do we want this? All right. Girl. Ooh, you got it to squeak. What are you gonna do now? Get it. Get it. She's getting into this a little bit more than I thought she would. That's really exciting. Good girl. Here, drop. I have my clicker in the wrong hand. Here, drop. Yes, good girl. Sit. Leave it. What was that? What was a stick? Foxtrot. Sit. Yes, good girl. Get free. I don't know what we're distracted by. We'll see if we can't get her excited about this again. But great exercise, great way to build that confidence up a little bit. Would not do this every day, maybe a couple times a week. If you have to, 3 times a week. And then make sure, of course, that you put this away out of sight until you need to bring it out again. It'll build up the excitement about it, and you don't want, what do you smell? You don't want her to get so ramped up about it that she becomes like neurotic about it when you bring it out, because that's not fun for anybody. He's smelling something. I'm gonna have to double check the frame to see if I got that sit in there, but I did have to step in between her and this because she's getting a little too excited about it, which is fine. You know, it wasn't too bad, but I wanted to break her attention away from this so that she could look up at me, and I did wait until she looked at me before I asked her for the sit. That's really important, because if she's engaged with this, chances are she's not going to give one iota about she's not going to care about what I have to say if she's engaged in this, right? So we want to break engagement with whatever she's focused on and then ask her for the behavior that we want, mark for it, and then you can release her with the free is what I've been using. You guys can change that word up if you like. Good girl. And then her reward becomes, instead of treats, it becomes your toy and getting to chase it. What's up, kiddo? What's the whining about? You don't know what to do? It's okay, good girl. She may be worn out already. We were already playing inside. And that was a lot of energy that she had to exert with all the shenanigans going earlier. Good girl. And dude's calling his dog. Good girl. Get it. Get it, kiddo. Get it. So we might be pretty worn out, and that's okay. I'm going to see if I can't get her to play tug with me for just a split second longer. Good girl. I don't want you to step on that stick. We're going to throw that over here. And then we are going to... So I threw that stick, and it landed in a bunch of dead leaves, and she's spooked. Understandable, considering what we just had out here in the yard. She's gonna bring it back. Good girl. Yes, thank you. Can I have that? No? Hi. You want this or that? You have choices. Choices. It's a hard choice. This squeaks, though. It's more interesting than a stick, I promise. Good girl. Okay. So we want a little bit more engagement with this, and then we're going to put it away because she is tired. That was a lot. Ooh, get it. Good girl. Get that. Get it. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Very good. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Make that too easy for her. It's not going to teach her to find prey and chase after it. Like squirrels and birds and stuff, she already chases after them. That's a natural instinctual thing. This is not going to make that worse. Good girl. Yes. So that was, I don't know if the audio caught that. That was a bird. Some of them spook her. I should show you guys this thing. We have a bamboo forest in my backyard. And there's a ridiculous amount of birds in this freaking thing. The original owners of this house planted bamboo, and it has just, oh my god. But it's got a lot of interesting critters in there. She hears them all the time, so that distracted her. That's why I clicked before she ran off or barked. Because in the beginning, they scared the living daylights out of her because there's so many and it's so loud. I guess they call that a cacophony of noise. Oh, good girl. Yes, that's what I was waiting for. Good job. Anywho, we're going to end it there. Good session. I'll talk to you guys later.